Morning, Greg. Okay, let's see if we can get the show on the road. Morning, Yosina. Lovely. Let us namaskar, tie up our kundalini, and put ourselves into bandhan this morning. Let us just bring our attention within ourselves. Any thoughts? I surrender my thoughts, my planning. I surrender my past all to you, Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, please bless us with the depth within us to absorb your vibrations this morning. Shri Mataji, you are the silence within us. We'll do the 3 mantras and Shri Ganesha mantra. Shri Adishakti Mataji, Shri Mataji, Namo Namaha. With our right hand on the earth, left hand towards the photograph, one mantra to Shri Nirmala Ganesh. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Keeping your right hand on the earth, left hand down. Now, swapping that around, right hand towards photograph, left hand on the earth, one mantra to Shri Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Bring our attention up to our left heart.
Shri Anahata Chakra Swamini Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Devyai Namo Namaha. Yum, 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 yum. Kham, kham, gam, gham, gnam, cham, cham, jam, zham, nyam, tam, tham. Tvameva sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Sachidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham.
Just keeping our attention nice and steady.
Tonight, we have decided to talk about creation, but our management has not been able to provide me with a chalk and with a blackboard. So, I don't know. I try to explain it without drawing. It's a very difficult subject, and I'll try to make it intelligible. But I would request you to pay full attention for such a difficult subject like creation. One thing is a blessing today that the greatest blessing today is that many of you can feel the vibrations. And not only that, but you also know and realize that they can think and they can laugh. It's a very big blessing. Of course, some of you haven't got it, but those who have got it know that these vibrations organize because they raise the Kundalini. They go to the place where it is needed, out of compassion to that portion where there is deficiency. They understand, they organize, they are universal in nature, and they love. They answer to your questions. When you ask them some questions, you receive answer from them. They are living vibrations. These vibrations are from the divine. This divine is called as Brahma, Brahma Tattva, principle of divine. We can say that the process of creation is an eternal process. Means a seed becomes a tree, and the tree becomes a seed, and the seed becomes a tree. It goes on and on. It's eternal. So it cannot have a starting point, and it cannot have an ending point. It goes on and on and on. That's why it can have different states of existence. You can say state of being. So the first, just the being, is Brahma, where nothing exists. We say nothing. When we say nothing, it is a relative word. Because we do not exist. So we say nothing exists. It's a relative word. When we are not existing, for us everything is nothing. There is something, but that is not ourselves. And that's why we say it is nothing. It's only the Brahma. You can say, you can think of an energy if you want to, an energy form that exists. But the energy accumulates at a point and forms a nucleus. The energy that thinks, energy that is distributed, accumulates at a point, concentrates on a point, you can say. And this point is the point we call as Sadashiva. This happens because that energy desires, thinks, organizes, loves. When it wants to create, when the desire is felt in that energy to create, at that time, a nucleus is created. This nucleus we call as Sadashiva, this nucleus does not disappear. You can think of a nebula. I mean, it is something which is all relative you can think. You cannot think something in absolute form. So with thinking you cannot conceptualize the whole thing. But if you can think of a state where it's just an energy and no creation, but not the energy of electricity, magnetism, all these things. It's the combination, the synthesis of all the things which goes into laya, which becomes that, dissolves into that. It coagulates, say, on a point. That may be a word. Coagulates at a point which we can call as a nucleus. This point we call as Sadashiva. This Sadashiva is the Ishvara, is the God Almighty. We call it now God because now it has a limitation in the sense that we can call it something. But if it is just an energy, we just call it a Brahma. You can say like this, when the water becomes ice, a follicle of ice is formed. You can differentiate between the water and the ice, but still it's a relative understanding. At this state, God Almighty, Parameshwara, takes its form as an identity. That's why we can say that it is not Brahma, but an identity. Identity has its aura, has its aura. We can say it's light. This light is the divine love. It goes into various forms, but Sadashiva remains as he is. Now the desire to create is transferred to the aura. The aura is the power of God, Shakti. Ishvara has certain things beyond him also and before him. God Almighty has something beyond him that he cannot control. One, he cannot control his eternal nature. It is his nature to be eternal. He cannot stop it. He will go on changing his form. It is his nature. It is his svabhava. He cannot change his eternal nature. He will be eternally. Eternity is his temperament, his nature. He cannot overcome it. For example, God cannot take away your freedom to choose the truth. He cannot. Once he has granted, he is not going to take it away. You have to choose it in all your freedom. He will not force you to take it. Many people have hopes like that. That's sadly mistaken. At this juncture only lies the problem of complete destruction or complete resurrection. It is left into the hands of human beings to decide whether they want to accept the truth or they want to follow the falsehood. So, you have given complete freedom to choose. I won't go into the details about God Almighty, because it's a very subtle subject and requires much more attention. I have talked about it before to many people and all his nature and all that. But he is the witness, he is the Sakshi in the form of a Sakshi. What is he witnessing? He is witnessing the creation. And the power that creates the creation is the Shakti, is his power, is his consort. Now for us human beings, we don't understand that a wife and a husband could be that one. For example, you can understand like a sun and the sunlight, moon and the moonlight, as these two things are one and the same, or the meaning and the word. In the same way, Shiva and Shakti are one together. For example, you can be a father, you can be a mother, you can be a father, you can be a brother, you can be a son. Three things you are doing together in the same way. You can be yourself and your power. You know you and yourself and your power are different, but you are one. You have a power to write, but you are not your power. Neither your power is yourself. In the same way, Shiva and Shakti are two persons to be identified, but they are part and parcel of one uniform thing known as Brahma.
Continue with our silent meditation. The last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Mokshat Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Shivoham, Shivoham, Sachidananda Rupa. Shivoham, Shivoham, Sachidananda Rupa. Shivoham, Shivoham, Sachidananda Rupa. Shivoham, Shivoham.
Let's collectively namaskar, type our kundalini and put ourselves into bandhan. Shri Mataji, everyone. Thank you so much for joining and sharing in the vibrations. May you have a beautiful Sahaja day.